And next up on City Beat, Roadmap to Other Worlds. James Bond said, "The world is not enough." But then he never met Carrie Shubert.
Just relax. All your abilities open up.
In 2 3-hour sessions, Carrie's students will discover something in themselves they never suspected.
She gave a message to me that was worth $1 million. My husband had passed away 2 years ago, and she was so right on. I couldn't believe it.
Where's Randy Johnson going? Where's Steve Finley going? Who will be the Diamondbacks manager next year? So many questions, so few answers. So why not find someone who answers questions like this for a living? How do you spell the word psychic? Problem is finding one that will go on camera on such short notice.
Hey, how are you?
After a whole lot of no thank yous, Carrie Shubert finally said yes. We met her at her North Scottsdale home, where she told us that she is not a big sports follower and swears she has no idea how the Diamondbacks are doing this year. So the format was simple. I would say a name to her, and Carrie would tell me a little bit about that person and what the future holds for them.
Randy Johnson.
That all year. Saw it with Casey.
The hell, does he do arts and crafts or something with his hands? Wait, I'm getting it. I know he's leaving in August, but I'm trying to figure out if it's this year or next year.
As tough as this season has been for everyone, Carrie says do not despair.
You know what? Now that I'm looking at it this way, first I thought they go to the playoffs. I don't think so, but I think next year they're going to do a hell of a lot better. And each year it feels like they get better as I look at the next couple of years. So this is probably the worst year they're going to have.
A very special guest in the house, psychic Carrie Shubert. Give it up.
Thank you. Thank you.
So glad you can make it.
Thanks.
So glad you can make it.
It's only befitting I follow a dead man since I'm a channeler.
Elvis. Oh,
Yes.
that's right. A channeler, right?
Yes.
Which means what?
It's channeling the dead, tuning into dead people. So I do dead and living people.
You do dead and... Wait a minute. You do dead and living?
I tune into... And I could sound a little crude.
Yeah,
I
that
tune into
dead
people
part,
that
yeah.
are living and that are deceased as well as animals. So.
Now, how can a psychic help somebody, though?
What I do is I actually, other than just channeling, first of all, with channeling and tuning into people that have passed away, what's really helpful to people is it gives them some sort of closure, some sort of peace to know that people live on. So I believe that we exist in all the other dimensions, not just this one. So when you die, there's nowhere to go because you exist everywhere. So I'm bringing peace to them. As far as people coming to me to predict the future, how I benefit them is if they're going through a tough time in their life or they're about to go through one, I can see it so that I can also show them when they're going to be on the other side of it.
Now,
So I give them glimpses of their life, events in their life.
How do you do that, though?
There's actually no mystery to it. All of us are made up of atoms and molecules that vibrate at a frequency, and that's what holds us together, which is bizarre if you think about it, that we're just a bunch of dots. And so we emit a frequency. So what I'm doing is through a form of self-hypnosis, I'm honing in on that person's frequency or channel.
Interesting. Now, you've written a book on the subject?
Yes.
Which is called, what do we
Living
have
in the
there?
Third Dimensional Soap Opera, Spiritual Guide to Sanity. And
Right,
because I
this book
forgot
right
to
here.
bring a copy of the book, I brought a picture of the book. So there you go. I couldn't fit it on my broom. Okay,
Let's see what we got here. Give it up, Carrie Shubert. Huh?
Where's my love life going?
Well, first of all, this is going to be bizarre, but I don't know why I'm seeing the outdoors. I don't feel like it's leaving outdoors, but there's something about travel that's coming up with you. So I will go back to love life in a minute. Let me just see something is me. You have a residential move coming up unless you just did it. Did you? Did you just make it?
I just moved back to Arizona.
Okay,
Wow.
okay, so I'm seeing the travel. I don't know why your love life isn't coming up unless you left somebody behind. But the thought I had was, I noticed a guy who had had some wave to his hair, and it looked like it was a dark brown color. Who is he? Is he someone who helped you move, or is it somebody you had a question about?
It's my ex.
It's your ex?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll go from the past, which is this guy with the dark hair, and I'll look to see who's coming into the future. I get somebody who looks kind of like a surfer boy, only because he has this really nice smile, sandy or blondish hair. I think he has light eyes. I get him as a leanish build, and I don't always get heights. I want to make him about 5'10", 6 foot. Woman, brown hair, darker brown hair, maybe auburn. It's about this length. Who is she around you?
I guess the right answer is my wife. We are going to have a baby soon. Oh. And I was wondering if you could tell me if it'll be a boy or a girl.
I'm hearing boy, though. I feel like you guys are preparing for a girl, but you're going to get a boy.
Well, interesting you say that. My wife is due in a few weeks, and according to the ultrasounds, it is a boy.
Wow. Okay.
So you are right.
Good morning, everyone. It's Thursday, July 11th. Today on Sonoran Living, do you believe in the paranormal? These audience members do. They're joining us to hear psychic Carrie Shubert tell them more about their lives. We're going to hear her predictions live on today's show.
I would like to know about any long-term future relationship that I may have or could have.
Okay. I don't know if I'm in the past, so I'm going to describe someone that immediately shows up that feels like we're glad he's gone if he is. I'm getting dark hair with gray in it.
Oh, my God.
Okay, and is that the last relationship or is this current?
That's the last one.
Okay. Okay, so now let me look ahead. Again, say your first name for me.
Marilyn.
This seems awfully fast to me, but I'm going to say it anyway. I'm thinking this year, there's somebody I'm seeing that looks almost blondish to me. So I don't know if he's all gray or that's very light brown with a lot of gray mixed in, but it's light hair. I get this guy is a medium build, and to me, he seems like he's more like a fun partner. The other one was very controlling. I definitely got that, and there's this friction all the time with him. So, you know, good riddance. I hope you burned his picture and set him free. But this other one is like, feels like a go-getter, also a gentleman, because I see doors open. You know, generosity of heart as well as, you know, everything else. But I really like that, and it felt like it's coming this year. That's very quick for you.
Holistic Living. I'm your host, Michelle Stewart. The phone lines are open at 480-874-1311, and we are here with psychic and clairvoyant consultant Carrie Shubert. Do you think some are more profound than others because certain people are more open to it? Do you think that plays a part?
It's part of it, but I will pick up on things whether somebody's open to it or not. It's whatever issues the person is working on will reveal themselves, and some people are at different areas in their life. If somebody's about to go through a lot of change, then you're going to get a lot more in a reading of them. For me, when I am looking to get my mark or tune into something, I'm able to know how to go there and be consistent about my ability because I'm developed in it. I've been doing this for 26 years professionally.
Sure.
Hello? Hi, are you calling about the fire?
Yes, there's somebody on the way.
Okay, we have the whole world on the way. I'm just calling to make sure you guys are okay.
They come in on Holly. They get lost every damn time there's a fire. They've got to come in on Holly.
Okay, thank you.
Is this around 74th and Oak reference to fire?
Yes, it is. There are people in there. This whole house exploding.
Okay, we do have police and fire on the way.
Okay, we do have the fire department and police on the way.
2240, right behind 2240 North 74th Way.
Okay, what's going on there?
It's a big...
On the ground, ATF agents carrying guns out of the home of a man police say was an avid hunter. They're also looking through evidence at the fire scene. Husband and father Robert Fisher has been missing for more than a day.
A great majority of the interviews that we did with people who were close to him, they described him as an excellent outdoorsman.
But of those 10,000 leads, how many would you consider to be strong leads?
10 to 20.
If there's anybody out there that knows anything, whether or not they were involved with my brother or not, there's a lot of people hurting.
What I do is I'm actually empathing each one of the people. So what I'm doing is I'm first tuning into Robert. The first thing I saw looked like a beach community. In my head, I was trying to figure out the geography. I think it's the Bahamas. I didn't know till after that he has a connection to Florida, so I definitely feel it's in that part of the world. A small community, a beach town. I did see the beach. I feel he lives on or near the beach. It didn't feel like a heavy touristy area. I think he would be recognized that way. I did see a house, and I don't know if it's where he lives, works. I saw what looked like a residential structure that was 2-story, had a couple of stairs leading up to it. It's wood rather than stucco, and it's painted in either like a gray or a pale blue-gray color, and I saw a wraparound porch. Then I saw him in a kitchen with a woman who, I don't know if her name is Terry, I heard the name Terry, and her hair is about shoulder length, maybe a little bit longer. It has natural wave, and she's a brunette. And I saw a 3 to 5-year-old son, so he may have another child with this person.